What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Wrestling World Podcast. I'm your host, AJ. Before we get into tonight's video, please hit that like and sub button and hit that notification bell for your latest wrestling news, rumors, content, and spoilers. John Cena versus AJ Styles has been announced, guys. This is breaking news. I believe it was announced yesterday, and this will happen at Crown Jewel. I believe in Saudi, I'm not sure. But this was announced by Triple H. Now, Cena did post something like this on his Instagram saying he'd like to have that happen. Apparently, Cena is calling the shots for his retirement tour, his last few matches. We still don't know who his final opponent is going to be, and we'll get into that in a second. But let's talk about AJ Styles versus John Cena one last time. Now, this is freaking awesome. And while I wasn't too thrilled about Brock Lesnar versus Cena, this kind of tops that. I can forgive WWE, can't talk. I can forgive WWE for booking such a atrocious match. Now they give us this, so this is just awesome. This wasn't a match that I expected to happen because, there's so many other opponents that John Cena could be facing. That's like I said, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. I mean, there's so many people that John Cena could face. AJ Styles wasn't one that I was thinking they would do, but I'm ecstatic for this one, man, because AJ Styles and John Cena had one of the best feuds during AJ's run when he first, came into WWE. And before that, it was a match that people talked about. Before that, it was a match that everybody wanted to see, a match that people thought would never happen. Then it finally happened, and, us fans wanted more, And so we're going to finally get that match at Crown Jewel. Now, the question is, are we actually going to get a storyline, or is John Cena's going to pick his opponent, they have a match, and that's it? I'd much rather them do a storyline for this, like they did with Brock, whatever. It wasn't a big storyline, but, give us something at least. But to be honest, I feel like they just kind of threw Brock in there. There wasn't really much of a story, but, maybe they'll give us something a little more with AJ Styles, given the history that they had together. But who knows? This could be just Cena, calling the shots and picking his final opponent. But who knows? But I'm excited for this one because I know this is going to be one to remember. I know AJ and John are going to give it their all to put on a great performance, especially since, WrestlePalooza wasn't great with Brock and Cena. WWE is going to want to deliver with Styles versus Cena, which could be the reason they booked this match. WWE wants to make up for Cena's last match. Cena probably wants to make up for his last match, so it just makes sense. And obviously they want to go with nostalgia. This is nostalgic. This is one of his past feuds once again, like we've seen in the past. Him facing Punk, him facing Randy, and several others. But this to me is it's an awesome way to give us a good match here. And WWE has delivered. They've done something great, and I, for one, am excited for it. So we will see what happens, guys, and see where WWE takes us, because I know it's going to be exciting, and we'll see. In other news, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder, in WWE has returned to NXT last night as TNA invaded NXT. This could possibly set up War Games, and who knows, but I thought it was pretty cool, considering, it's Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, back in the WWE ring. I'm not a big fan, but it still was cool. TNA versus WWE, something you never thought you'd see in 20 years, finally happening. But what are your thoughts, guys? What do you think about Cena versus AJ Styles? And what do you think about WWE invading or TNA invading WWE? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a blessed day.